everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a candy salad, but we're not just making any candy salad, we're making a vintage candy salad from candy of my childhood. Yes, so we split up the candy into 4 groups. We have our solid candy, we have our gummy candy, and then we have our sour candy, and then we have our chocolate candy. So we are splitting it into groups, and I'm going to tell you about each one from my childhood, and we are going to see which candy is going to be the best childhood candy out of my childhood. And yes, I am an adult now, so my taste buds might have changed along the way, so we're gonna give this a try. All right, let's go into it. First, we have our solid candies. First, we're starting off with the root beer barrels. And these are 50 calories. That is great. We're gonna see how these taste now. Oh, they're packaged. I thought they were unpackaged. All right, let's see. They're okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is me unwrapping all of these root beer jugs and just unwrapping them so we could put it into our candy salad. You know, I used to, my grandpa used to buy these for me, and yes, and at my granny's house, I used to eat these a lot. So this really brings back a good memory for me, and I'm glad that it tastes like the soda as well. Yeah, so I'm glad it's not too far of a taste of what I thought it would be. So that's really good. Next on our thing, we have Nerds. Yes. Now, these are grape and strawberry Nerds. Let's give them a shot here. And the only way that you can consume Nerds is doing shots like this. So good. Oh, those were good. Oh my gosh, those are so good. I used to eat these. I went through boxes of these as a kid, and those are so good. I'll never get tired of Nerds candy. They also have them in like ropes as well, and I also like them growing up as well. So those are good. They also have the clusters in the store, but I haven't tried those yet. So comment below if you want me to try some of those in my next video or upcoming videos. So next off we have is Sweethearts Originals. Now, I used to eat these in church, and they were they came in a smaller package. Like, you know, the Lifesavers, the solid Lifesavers package, it kind of looked like that growing up. But these are in a box, so let's see if they still taste like the Sweethearts of my childhood. Ooh, I love the red ones. The red ones are fire. And so is the blue ones. The blue ones are really good as well. Yeah, these definitely made church more enjoyable. well, not that church isn't enjoyable, it just made it more fun, and it really got my appetite really good. All right, so next up, we're going to the gummy portion, round 2. We have orange slices candy. Now, my grandpa bought these for me as well as my dad, and I remember there was this restaurant near Little Rock. It was called, I think it was called Brown's Country Kitchen or something like that. It was a buffet restaurant, and on the bottom it had like a souvenir shop where it had like candies and fudges, and I remember going in there and doing a lot of good candy and stuff. And I think I remember getting muse as well in there. Yeah, my grandpa used to go there as well, so yeah, before it closed down eventually. Yeah. So let's see how these taste, if they still taste like I remember them to be. And this is what the orange slices look like. See the texture? It's sparkly. All right, let's give this a go. Tastes sweet. Definitely sweet. I have to admit, they're a lot more orange flavored than I thought it was gonna be, but they're still pretty good. I mean, yeah. So, next up we have Haribo Gold Bears. Now, these are gummy bears, and this reminds me of the gummy bear song, you know, the one where like, I'm a gummy bear, I'm a gummy bear, I'm a gummy bear. Yeah, it reminds me of that song. Everybody played it in middle school, and it went around the school like wildfire. A lot of people kept on singing it. So let's give these gummy bears a try. And these are what the little gummy bears look like. Let's try. To be honest, I'm not really a big fan of lemon. I'm more of like a cherry or like a blue raspberry sort of person. This is actually raspberry, so. Yeah. And then we have the pineapple flavor. Oh, that is a good flavor. Pineapple. So underrated. This is orange. That's weird because this is a better orange flavor than the orange slices, I feel like. It's just got a little bit more of a sour taste, I think. I'm just not really in the sweet flavor. Okay, next up we have our Lifesaver gummies. Whee! Yay! All right, so let's see how these are gonna be. We have them in cherry, watermelon, orange, strawberry, and green apple. Here's the packaging. Green apple. It's good. Now let's try an orange. And we have our cherry. Okay, now it's in for a little halftime. So, what I think about the solid candies, where I would rank these solid candies. I would rank the Sweet Tarts Original first, then it's going to be the Nerds, and then last but not leastly, the root beers are going into the third place, unfortunately. And the gummies, the Lifesavers are going at the top. The bottom place is, well, the middle place is going to be these little gummy bears. And then the bottom is unfortunately going to be these apple slices. I mean, these orange slices. I thought that these were going to be like a little bit more on the sour side, but oh well, it's okay. Alright, we have our contenders to the side here. And next we are going to be moving on to the second part, which is going, I mean this is the third part, so which is going to be the sour portion of this video. And luckily I found these sour punch bites in Walmart, a whole bag of them. I loved this candy growing up. Like whenever I went to football games or basketball games, I always went for this candy. It was so good. Let's see if it's still as good as I remember. And they used to be like in long straws, I think, yeah. But for some reason I couldn't find them in Walmart. So weird. I guess they stopped making those in long form. They used to be like long little strings and you could just... Let's try one. Let's try the blue raspberry, shall we? Oh, wow, that is so large. If you can see that, that's so large. That's bigger than what I remembered it to be. I remember it being like a little long, little tiny thing. It to be like a little thinner than this. And you can just blow into it. Yeah. Alright, let's see how this tastes now. Wow, that tastes exactly what they taste like. Oh yeah. These are good. Try the green one. Oh yeah. I'm so glad that I found these. These are life-changing. I'm definitely gonna keep these around. Those are good. Okay. Next up we have the Trolley Gummy Worms Sour Bites. And they're like the gummy worms. I remember getting these at the gas station a lot as a kid, whenever I was with my mom. Yeah, we went to Exxon. You remember that Exxon like sold pizzas? Do they still do that now? Leave me a comment. Tell me if they do or not. Because I remember their pizzas being really good. I'm trying to get it open here. I am going to just open these. There we go. Alright, so let's try a pink and blue gummy worm. Let's try it. Let's take the pink one. So good. Peach one. Those are so good. So good. All right, next up we have Skittles. Now I remember everybody raving about these when I was in school. Like they would put in a whole lot at a time and then they would just burn their tongue. We're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna put a little bit on at my tongue because I don't know why, but I've become like super sensitive to sour stuff lately. But I used to eat a lot of sour candy as a kid, so let's try one of these. Let's try green apple. Oh my gosh. They're not as sour as I expected it to be. Let's try a couple more in my mouth. Okay, here we go. So good. All right, next up we're going to be trying the peanut M&Ms. I'm so sorry for people who are allergic to peanuts, but I really liked these. I don't know, they just had like a little crunch to them and it's just nice. I like the texture. Okay, let's open this up. I might have to call in for reinforcements, so let's get a scissors. Got scissors. All right, let's open up these bad boys. All right, we open them up. Let's take one. That's so good. Man, I can just sit right here and eat all of these all day long. Those are really good. Okay, next candy we have is going to be the Raisinets. The theater candy that I used to get a whole lot. So let's see if they're as good as I remember it to be. Since my taste buds have changed over the years. Let's see. Oh, they're not in a package. They're just like that. They're unplasticed, if you can call it that. Okay, so let's go. They're good. Though they're less chocolate tasting than I remember it to be. I don't know, but they're still pretty good. I mean, yeah. All right. Next up we have is the cookie dough bites. Let's see how they are. Oh, they are in a package. See? Okay. Let's see how they taste. Let's go for one of them. Okay. Oh, those are pretty good. Those are really good, actually. Okay, so our two container are two contenders out of these two categories of candy. Out of the Sour Bunch, I'm placing the Sour Punch Bites at number 1, woohoo! And number 2, I'm placing the Sour Skittles second. And then the third's gonna be the Trolley gummy worms. Next up on the chocolate end, we're putting at number 1 the M&Ms, woohoo! And then we are going to place at the second the chocolate chip cookie dough for number 2. And then on third place, we're gonna get the chocolate raisins, a third. So next I'm going to show you, we are going to make the vintage candy bowl. So I'm going to turn it to right here. And we are going to make this bowl here. Alright, so at first I'm starting off with our Sour Punch Bites. We're going to put those in first into our little candy salad over here. There we go. Alright, and then we are going to put into our candy salad the Lifesaver gummies. Alright, next we're going to put in the Skittles. The gummy worms. This is what it looks like. Then the gummy bears. And then we're putting in the root beers. Next, we're putting in our peanut M&Ms. Then we're putting in our sweet tarts. Then our orange slices of candy. Then we're going to put into our thing our Nerds candy. And then we are going to put in our cookie dough bites in. And we're going to just mix them in here. And this here is what our candy salad looks like. This is our candy salad. So, alright, so leave me a comment, subscribe, share, like this video, and let me know what your favorite candy is. Bye bye. See you later.